Alright guys, so welcome to this another video from Educom Publications, and this time we are launching our first version of our progressive web application for mock analysis. So we call it the PWA mock analyzer. This time around we are doing away with Excel and Word, and we are going into full web application. Now, one interesting thing about this whole application is that you own the database and everything on your site. You don't have to host it. You don't need internet, nothing. All that you need is the application, then you start managing it. So without much talking, let's quickly launch this application and see how it works. So this is the icon on my desktop. Because it is a web application, it runs through your web browser. So it doesn't matter whether you are using Mac OS, you're using Chrome OS, Windows OS, or whatever operating system that you are running. So far as your operating system supports web browsers, you should be able to use this application. So I'm going to double click to launch it. Good. So this is the login screen of the application. You are supposed to log in either as an administrator or as a teacher. Now, let me start with the teacher version so that you understand how it works. So let's say I want to log in as a teacher. I click on the teacher. I enter the teacher's username. Let me use the English, which I made it ENG. And then let me enter my password. So I click on login. So it takes me direct to the English teacher score sheet. So this is just a score sheet. Okay, the English teacher can also view the dashboard of the entire application, but then there's nothing more to do except entering your scores and then logging out. That is all. So over here, you see what we call the current mock. In fact, this system can manage as many as mock that your school writes within maybe that cohort, that academic year, as many as they write. So we will get into that when we launch the admin portal. So here we have only one mock in the system as we speak. I'll come back when a mock is added so that you appreciate. So the teacher can select the mock he or she is supposed to enter manual. For this one, records are entered already. And so let me log out as an English teacher. So all the teachers can log in with their credentials and actually enter scores and leave. Then let's go to the admin, where we want to see the full capacity of the application. So let me log in as well. Good. So this is the entire system. What you see here, what you're seeing is the dashboard. In fact, anytime you are logged in, you are welcome with the dashboard, which gives you a view of the number of students that are actually registered for this for a particular cohort. So you use the system to manage a particular cohort. You back it down. The next cohort, you need to create a new account, and then you can start with a new cohort. So we have result generated 19. In fact, we have only one mock now, and I've generated results for them. So I've generated only 19 results. Then best aggregate so far is 39, and then average score is 32. So that is your dashboard. In fact, these data are dummy data. It's not actually real data. So just for the video purposes, it's not associated with any school. Okay. So now let's look at the students page. So here you can actually add a student or import box student. If you have about 100 students and you don't want to add them one by one like this, I would advise, if your students are not many, just do the one by one. It works fine. You can, because the bulk upload will not allow you. If you come here, you can download the Excel template. It will not allow you to add their picture at go. You have to finish before you come back and insert their picture for you. So if your students are not many, like maybe if you have like 20, 30, 40, I mean, registering them once like this, I mean, won't do you any bad. But those who have like 90, 100, and you can just import them like that. and then you are good to go. Now you can also export your students after they are registered. You can export them down for maybe backup purposes. Then this is a gallery view of the students, so I can switch to gallery view where I can view them like this. I can go back to table view like this. Now, one interesting thing over here you can do is to search for a particular student. So let's say I'm going to look for Tufa. So Tufa comes. Good. Now, we also have the advanced search feature where you can search by gender, and then you can search those with photos or those without photos. And then you can also search by index number and then by name. So that's that advanced search feature that we have. Now, one interesting thing here is also to check duplicate. Maybe those who be doing bulk uploads, in case when you are entering the data in Excel, you duplicate an index number, you need to check to see if your one index number is not used for 2 or more people. So that is just for validation purposes. Now, the next thing that we can do at the student page is to click on each student to view. This is a quick view of the students' information and then mock performances. So since we have only one mock, you can see the mock, which is 2026 BC Kickstart mock, and that grade is 39, and then the position is first. Okay, so you can also edit the student here if you want to. Now, the next thing you can do is also to move to the score. Okay, before you come to the score sheet, let's go to the settings page. Very, very important. Settings page. So here, the first tab takes you to the school info, where you enter the name of the school. Then for the mock title, you don't have to enter it, to be auto-populated. Okay, then the address, the phone and email, your head teacher's name, your exam coordinator. This could be your what do you call it? Your head of exams. I know some schools have exams coordinators, someone who's in charge of all the exams that they do. It could also be the form master. Yes, it could also be the form master. So you can do that. Then here are some assets. You upload your school logo, you upload the head teacher signature, then the exams coordinator signature. These will be used to generate the result slips, because they will appear on the result slips. We will generate the result slip, and you understand what I'm trying to say. Don't forget that we are logged in as administrator over here. We can log out. The profile feature is coming soon. I'll add it, and then where the administrator can manage his or her own profile and all that. So here we have to also look at how we can set our broadsheet. So we will generate broadsheet after computing for the results for a particular mock. And how do you want to rank them on the broadsheet? So the broadsheet is ranked based on merit. So you can say you want to use the raw score, or you want to use the aggregate. So if you use the aggregate, it means the lower is better. So someone who had 6 will be ranked first before 7, 8, and thereabout. But I personally prefer the raw score, which is the true picture of BECE, because in fact we had a situation whereby two students from the same school, they all had a grade 8. In this present BECE, they had a grade 8. They all chose Achimota science course, to be precise. One got it, one did not get it. But when we did further investigation, we realized that one had a raw score of 500, then the other had a raw score of 490. So difference 10 marks of raw score, denying that candidate for getting Achimota. So I mean, using the raw score to do your ranking is in the right direction. Then let's look at subject configuration here. Some schools don't offer French. So you see, when the French is turned off, it means that school does not offer French. If your school offer French, click to turn it on, because when you are downloading the score sheet for offline data input, maybe you don't want the teachers to be doing it one by one. You want to enter them in an Excel format and upload. If you don't turn on the French, it won't show on the score sheet. So, but what I'm doing right now, I don't need the French, so I'll turn it off. Then these are the school info that you need to do settings. Then we go to grading system. Now, the first thing we look at is the pass grade. Now, the pass grade is from grade 1 to 9. And let me explain this. You see, the system is a full report analyzer and analytic system. So it is able to analyze all the report and the remark that they write, giving you breakdown, performance breakdown, rankings, and a lot of statistics goes into the whole thing that we have developed. So how do we determine the overall pass rate for a particular subject in a particular mock? Maybe after completing this mock, we want to see the percentage of students that passed English. If you don't set the pass grade, the system will not be able to be fair to the computation. So based on your school own criteria, you can select whether you want to set your pass grade to grade 5, meaning that anybody who gets grade 6 going has failed. If you set it to grade 6, it means anyone who gets grade 7 going in any of the subject has failed that particular subject grade. Okay. Now the grading system, this is the one I have, 0 to 29 grade 9, meaning if somebody gets 30 going, 30 to 34 is grade 8, 0 to 29 is grade 9. That is for this school. Your school might say, okay, we want to say 0 to 39 rather is grade 9. It is up to you. So you sit down, set your grading system with your minimum score, your maximum score, like that. But if you prefer this one too, I would attach the data so that you can just upload it. So this is the grading system. When you are done setting, you save. Click on save. Very important to save your grading system after editing. Now, from grading system, we go to teachers. So you, the administrator, you would have to create the teachers. You assign teachers to subjects. So for example, if you look at creative art and design, the username is CAD, and then the password is something that I have given. I think I use 123. Now, I'm also working on the teacher's profile, where when the teacher also logs in, the teacher can change the password. That's first attempt login. That feature is not yet done, but I'm working on it, which will be added very soon. It's the same way I said I'm working on the admin profile. That is what I'm thinking now, to make the system more secured and flexible. Now, you assign teachers, and so that the credentials you use will what the teachers will need to log in into their portal, as we did earlier on. Now, the next one is to security, where the admin can change his password. Then data, very, very important. In fact, I would advise that I'm working on data auto backup, but since it's not added yet, I'm still working on that module. Since it's not added yet, I think that the best practice is maybe after using the system, before you shut down your machine. Though your records will be saved, but your computer can be taken away, your hard disk can crash or something. So you can have a secure storage device that you can use to, or storage medium that you can use to store it. That would be better. So you can always export your current data from the system and save it somewhere, so that the next time that you want to roll back to your recovery point, you can just import it back into the system and you have all your data intact. Now, the next thing we want to look at is the mock management. Very important. So like I told you earlier on, right now we have only one mock registered in the system. So I'm going to register another mock. Then I will use that one to teach you how to, or to demonstrate how you can upload scores and all that. So let me see, I'll call this mock, in fact, let me copy this and just edit. So I'll call this one momentum. Momentum. Let me make it uppercase. Momentum book. Then the date. I'll make the date. Let's say I think this book. 10th November. Then okay, this one was 4th. No, it was 11th April. So okay, 10th November is okay. Let me sorry. Let me create the mock. So mock created successfully. Now you see, the admin is the only one who has the permission to activate a mock. So that when the teachers log into the portal, that will be the default mock. But the teachers can also switch anyway if they want to go back to a previous mock to effect changes in the scores. So right now, if I activate this mock, okay, let me go back to the then switch to BECE-style. Okay. Switch back to kickstarts. Okay. So now momentum is what activated. You see that it is activated here. Now the next thing you need to do is to come to the score sheet to see something. You see that there's no score here yet. There's no score. So all the subjects are showing red. No teacher has entered scores. If I do a preview, I could see that the students are here, but there's no score. And let's go to the results. You see that no results found. But if I switch this one to the Kickstart mode, you see that there are results, because I have already entered results and I've computed all the results so far. If you come to the scores for this mock, so far I couldn't do for 2 subjects, but I'm able to compute the scores because after all, they are not electives and I have more than 2 electives. So the system can go ahead and compute their raw score, aggregate and all that. But when I update the 2 subjects, I will come back to the results and then compute again so that the new results will take effect. Now, let's switch back to the new mock so that we will learn how to upload scores. So over here, we come to scores. Then what we need to do is to upload scores, or we wait till teachers enter scores one after the other. If you don't have that luxury of time, you can just ask for the script. You need the administrator or the IT guy in the school, get the scripts, and then get the template for the Excel, and then just enter the scores. But before you do that, make sure you have generated your template. Now, before you come to generate the template, make sure you have registered all your students, because the students' names will appear, index numbers will appear, and all the subjects will appear. But we don't have the luxury of time to do that in this demonstration. So let's go straight ahead and upload our scores, because I have scores there waiting. I think I stored this in I think it's on the desktop. It's on the desktop. Good. So this is the sample score sheet. Then upload. So uploading to 2023 BECE Momentum Mock. 19 students uploaded successfully to 2023 BECE Momentum Mock. And so now, if I go to the results and I compute, voila, you have your results computed for that particular mock. It's as simple as that. And all the students that you have, if you have been 200, 500 students within the cohort, their results will be computed within a chunk of an hour. And here is what you can do as well. You can download individual reports. Let me preview one. So it looks like this girl is on top. followed by this guy, like that. So let me download this results slip so that you see something for yourself. So I'm downloading for just one student. So let's view the results. Good. So the name of the school, all done in the settings, everything done, and then mock performance analysis. Then student details comes. So we have the index number, we have the candidate name, we have the exam type, which is 2026 BEC momentum of the student photo is here nicely presented. Then the performance, academic performance, so subject by subject. So English 67 and it is 3 according to the grading system that is in the system. It is according to the grading system. Good. Maths 58 and it's 4, science 65 and it's 3, social 81 and it's 1, career technology 50 and it's 5, computing 54, 42 and it's 6. Now we have your raw score being 427 out of 600, and then that grade is 14. Check it out. Best 2 electives, RME and the creative art. Let's check it through. RME is 1, creative art is 2. The language was 4, so it didn't use it. Computing was 6, it didn't use it. Career technology was 5, it didn't use it. So this is how the system works, like the way BEC results are computed. Now let's quickly check if the computation is correct. So these are the core subjects. The core subjects are always first in the system. So we have 3 plus 4, which is 7, plus 3, which is 10, plus 1, which is 11. Now 11, if you add the card, which is 2, making 13, and the RME 1, making 14. So a nice comment from the head teacher, which is auto-generated. You don't have to do anything. So for example, dear Alotia Antoinette Adole, this is a very good result. Your consistent effort and strong understanding of the subjects are evident. Keep up the excellent work. Keep up the excellent work. So then the head teacher, then the class master. I told you that you can change the exam coordinator to a class master. So this one, it is there as a class master. So this is the result slip. Now, we don't have a lot of time to be downloading one before we print. So there's a button here that says that preview all PDFs. I think I'll change that button to download all results. That would sound nice. The system is under development. Every day new idea comes, I sit down and then I see how I can implement it. So I'm going to download for all the students or candidates for this particular momentum work. So all results 2026 BEC momentum work. That is the name of the file. It's going to be downloaded. It doesn't take time at all because the results are already computed. And in this file, we have 19 results, 1 out of 19, and all of them are here. The arrangement is not in order of performance, it's according to the index numbers. So that is it. All of them. So one interesting thing is that, let me come back here. You see, this one has a raw score of 354 with 22 grade. The comment, dear Becca Mary, your performance needs improvement. So the system is, responsive based on the child's performance. It gives a nice comment. You don't have to. All that your teachers needs to just provide the scores, and everything will be done, including analytics. So let me close this one, and let's actually look at the performance sheet here. So the performance sheet, you select a student like American Linus, and you can see the performance breakdown for all the mocks. So performance across all mocks. So you see, this is the first mock, the kickstart, and this was the result. 222 was for it, IB 39, and now improved to 300. So momentum mock 388 raw score with IB 19, and the system is showing trend of improvement. So improved. Okay. So you can also generate a PDF version of this and print it for the the student or the parents to actually analyze. So if you have like 5 mocks, it will analyze all of them here. And then this is the trend chart comparison. So that is it. So this is momentum mock and this is a kickstart mock, and that is a trend chart. And then, so the moment you select a student, automatically it generates the student's performance. So let's look at the analytics. Okay, so with the analytics, we have the subject averages. So English, what is the average score? It's 51. That is momentum mock. We can switch to the other one to see maths like that. So the highest score was 81, the lowest was 43. Now let's go to pass rate and stats. This is very interesting. So here it shows you the individual subject and pass rate. English 100% pass, 19 out of the total 19. Why? Because we said the pass rate is 6, and per the performance it looks like all of them had grade 1 to 6, so all of them passed. So if you look at this one, they all passed, they all did very well, and so it is 100%. But if I switch to the kickstart mock, see something. English, only 3 people had grade 1 to 6, so it's 15.76%. So this is the data. So it looks like for all of them, the most this thing is creative arts, and as you can see, 9 of them passed, which makes 47.37% in the system. And overall pass rate, so assuming you are using this one to monitor mock by mock, the first mock overall pass rate was 20.30%. And then compared to the momentum where they had 100% pass, then you can have your top performers. So your top performance for the momentum, that is the Audit, followed by so this one top 10. So these are, and then they are best subject to. Okay, the rest are for future analytics, which we'll look at it later. So basically, this is how the system works. All you need to do is to log in as an admin and do the necessary settings I showed you, demonstrated, and then after that you just have to enter your score. So now if you come back to the student, since we are using momentum, if I click on this, so you see that the quick view is always giving you breakdown of all the mocks. So with the kickstart 39 grade position was first, and now momentum 19 grade 19 position was 11. So that is how the whole thing looks like. So this one from 15 to first, because the data I uploaded was just a random data. It's not something I actually typed. I generated them randomly. So that is why you see the performance like that. So basically, this is what. Sorry, one more thing. If you go to the results, I didn't show you the broadsheet. So this is the broadsheet, preview broadsheet. I think I have to change the button label to download broadsheet. So just activate it, and then I preview. So you see that it is giving me the position, index number, name, and then the score. So this broadsheet is based on raw score. That's what we did during the setting. It's based on raw score. So the raw score of 427 on top, 423, another 423, but then one has to be on top. I don't know whether it is using the name so to break the tie. Then 421, 418, 414 in that order. Then the list is 340 for your brush. You can print this one and paste in their classroom for them to see how they are performing mock by mock. So thank you for your time, and if you need a system, let's look at the contact us page. This is the contact us page. You can contact us, and then we would actually serve you. If you want any other feature that you're not seeing here as a school, you can talk to us 0241857477. Same number for calls and then for WhatsApp. You understand? You can also contact me by WhatsApp, and then we would serve you. Thank you and have a great day. Bye bye.